Round number 3 here at Karlsruhe, the Grenke Chess Classic. We do the daily recap with Peter Leko. Just asking first of all, before we start the round and the commentating, do you have to prepare? Not only maybe in your head to get fresh maybe, how do you do that?
Well, I mean, literally I'm not doing any opening preparation like if I would be playing, but definitely I'm going through mentally over the games and think that how I would react in the situation the players are, and I know basically almost everybody's repertoire and I know who is expecting what from the other, so I'm really curious to play a mental game to figure out that they really react the way I was thinking before or not.
And is that always the case?
No, not always the case, but for example now it was very interesting to see how Magnus will play against Hui Fan. It was clear that she will play 1e4, and in this circumstance that Magnus has drawn the first 2 games and Hui Fan started sensational with 2 victories, that how would Magnus treat this game, and I had the feeling that it might be a Najdorf, and then Najdorf happened with a clear intention. Magnus wanted to mess things up, but she reacted very cleverly. She chose this 6a4 line where Magnus, I think neither with white and neither with black really had any experience. Anyway, the position after the opening was quite comfortable for Magnus, but not exactly as he planned, because the position was rather simplified and he didn't really got any chances. In fact, after trying too hard, he put himself in a difficult position, and it looked like his situation is critical, but then he finds some great resource, and finally Hui Fan decided to force a draw.
Magnus still seems quite relaxed in the press conference. Is that just a mask, you think?
No, I think finally he was relieved, because definitely before the game he did not want to make a draw, but the way things turned out after he has missed this rook d5 move, as he admitted in the press conference, position really looked very, very bad for him, and he can't do anything. So all he could do was to try to keep his inner balance and to dig in, and he came up with this queen c7 plan, which a little bit unbalanced Hui Fan and forced her psychologically, because we did not really understand why Hui Fan forced the draw, but basically it was probably some psychological fight that suddenly it looks bad, but I come up with this queen c7 idea and please show me what you got, and finally she forced the draw.
Yeah, chess is a lot about psychology, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about psychology, because okay, the players are great, so they are finding good moves, but how you deal with the pressure, how you deal with certain situations when you are suddenly disappointed. It's very difficult to hide your emotions and try to think about the position like nothing happened before. And we have seen Magnus shaking his head once the rook d5 appeared on the board, and it was clear that this is gonna be a real torture. That he got away with it so easily, I think he's relieved, and now the rest day comes handy for him, and he will recharge and definitely be very ambitious for the second half of the tournament.
Okay, let's go on to some other games of today. Caruana won a beautiful game today.
Yes, I mean Caruana Maia I think was a super class game, because Fabiano came up with some very, very deep preparation, and it was not easy for Georg to react. I think he did quite well, because finding this rook c8, queen c8 resource was really good, but Fabiano managed to keep on the pressure, and Maia had to spend more and more time, and finally when he was running out of time and the position still demanded a lot of calculation, and he would have needed 20 more minutes on his clock to be able to calculate the complications, but he didn't have the time for that, and then he went for this h5 position, after which practically it was very, very difficult to defend, and Fabiano has shown really good precision, and then the game was pretty much over.
Another good game was Aronian. It always looks so easy when he wins a game, doesn't it?
Yes, I mean basically it was a very special game, because it looked like it's a peaceful ending, but Levon came up with a very deep concept, which I think none of the computers will show, so you don't know that this is critical, but as he admitted afterwards, one of his friends worked on that position, and over the board, and realized that there is much more to it than what the engine is saying. And poor Vasile was facing these human obstacles, and it was not easy at all for him to make decisions, because he was trying to get counterplay on the queen side with b7, b5 break, but finally Levon kind of provoked this b5, b4, after which once the queen side got logged and the black pawn got to b4, suddenly the pawn on c5 and a5 became a target also, which proved to be decisive at the end. And there were all kinds of finesses that at the beginning, when they reached this endgame, then probably black would have been happy to exchange both rooks and go for the bishop endgame, but once that pawn was on b4, already it was white who was looking forward to trade off the two rooks, and the bishop endgame looked hopeless for black.
Okay, and another game, the last game of today, I would say never a dull moment with Arkady, huh?
Yes, Arkady is incredible. He has won 2 games with the black pieces, and exactly with white he has lost. Okay, it's typical Arkady, because basically he can win in the moment when nobody expects it. He can also lose it when nobody expects it, but definitely a win before the rest day, it gives a lot of confidence and put him back up in the table. So I think he's sharing second place with Fabiano and with Levon. So they are up there, and we will see the second half how it will go, but the tournament is really exciting. I don't remember anywhere ever in a super event that from 12 games, 9 games is decisive. Okay, they were also joking that because I'm not there, so there is a chance, but maybe I'm bringing more luck as a commentator, because I mean, okay, this non-resultative game, this is a fairy tale. Of course, we have also seen some tweet which was stating that in order to have 9 decisive games, then probably the quality of the game might not be that high. This is also true in a way, because definitely if both players are playing perfect chess and nobody makes a mistake, then the result is a draw after all. But just for example, the draw yesterday between Magnus Carlsen and Levon Aronian, okay, it's probably the most memorable game of the tournament so far, and also of maybe the last year. So we have had really brilliant chess here so far.
Very good. Brilliant chess in Karlsruhe. We hope for more brilliant chess in Baden-Baden. Time to recharge for you as well.
Yeah, definitely, because commentating is also quite exhausting, as I'm experiencing.
Okay, thank you very much. We will see you again in Baden-Baden.
Yeah, thank you very much.